Okay, I also have this weed whacker. This one runs, but when I pull the trigger, it dies. So I'm going to go through, clean the carburetor, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna go through and clean the carburetor and then put it all back together and see if it runs better. See if it runs better. Because I want it to run better. What's the point if it doesn't run correctly? It's also a star bit, but I don't like using that star bit thing. You just using a flathead is just so much easier. If I had like a star bit screwdriver, then yeah, I'd probably use that. I'll pull this plastic cover off. Boom. Does the carburetor come off too now? Yes, it does. Pull the throttle cable off, because I don't really want to pull the fuel lines off. I'm just gonna get my screwdriver so I can take this bottom piece off. Then maybe clean some stuff. The only thing is there is two sides to this, so I might still have to take off the other side. Ooh. I'm just gonna pull this off. That looks super clean. Now I gotta pull the gasket off very gently. I don't want to ruin it. Looks pretty clean in there. Still gently pulling this off because I don't want to ruin it. Now this thing goes up and down quite a bit, so it might be getting too much fuel because it does kind of seem loose maybe. I might need to get a smaller screwdriver. I need to get a smaller screwdriver. Should work. Boom. That's pretty tight. It's not like loose. Right, maybe I gotta pull. Well, I don't. That's got fuel in it. All these spots get fuel through them. So if I press this, I don't know where the fuel's going. All right, I should probably take the purge pump off. Oops. That's on there. I should probably open this up to get rid of all the pressure, so it doesn't start spitting fuel everywhere. Oh, there goes one of the fuel lines. Did I keep? Oh, I got just the carburetor. Take this off. Almost pulled like 4 layers off. I just want to pull this off. Then I can pull just this off. This looks pretty clean. And here's a little bit of dirt down in there. Spray that out. Now pull these gaskets off. There's a bit of dirt in there. And I'll just blow all the junk out. Well, seems pretty clean. Okay, then the only other thing I would want to check is I don't even see it on here. I was gonna say the thing that unscrewed from the bottom, but I guess I see this here now. I can find out where that goes. Cool. Now I guess I put it back together and see if it runs. Yeah, alright, so this blue thing, put this back on over here. It's gonna go this way, more like this way. Then we're gonna put the white one back on top of it. Gonna go this way as well. And then we're gonna take this, place that back on top of all of that, and make sure it goes on correctly and I don't just squish and pierce a hole right through the gasket. Then we're gonna put this back on here. Then I'm gonna use my screwdriver, put this back on. Did I take anything off of this other side? It's all the way over here. This goes back on this way. This goes back on this way. Then I got 4 screws. There, I get my screwdriver. Tighten them all down. Just magnetize right to the screwdriver because it doesn't want to go back. Oh, it's really trying to run away. Good thing it doesn't have legs. Now, I gotta put it back on. This one here, this one's on there, this one on that, and this one's on this. And then of course I gotta hook up the, it's leaking fuel because I loosened that. Yeah, great. Gotta hook up the throttle cable. Right there, got it. Well, now I just gotta see if it'll actually run right. I guess I gotta prime it because I took all the fuel out of it. I think I hooked these up wrong. Switch the fuel lines around. I think it's hooked up right. It's getting fuel in the primer bulb now. But I think it all drains out, so I think I got these hooked up wrong maybe. Oh boy. Swap them back. Oh, yeah, there we go. Maybe. Alright, I had to go back and make sure I had the fuel lines on the right ones. Yeah, and now I got fuel in the primer bulb. I'm gonna let it sit. I think I might have flooded it. Yeah, I did not let it sit very long, but I'm gonna let it sit on the side, drain all the gas out of the carburetor, and then I'll come back. Still dies out.
It does. I wonder if it's the There's a little plate in there. It's almost like a mesh plate that's underneath
the exhaust.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything under the exhaust.
It's in there. No, it's in there.
Yeah, I took all that out.
You take all that out?
All right, after letting it warm up, I might have to put more fuel in it, but after I just let it warm up a little bit, it started running right. So now I can successfully say I got a weed whacker running correctly. I guess we do still have to try it with an attachment on. I would use that one, but it's not the same hookup, so I wouldn't be able to do that. So like, comment, subscribe, and then I still have to get parts for that one. I don't know how I'm gonna find the correct needle for that weed whacker. So I might just have to buy a whole nother carburetor in general, and I'm just throwing out that other one still.